afternoon, everybody. If you're new here, welcome back to another vlog. Today I am going to be studying and getting some work done for school. So it is Tuesday today, actually. I did have a long weekend. Most of it I was just relaxing, and now time to work again before school starts tomorrow. I'm already a month into my second semester, which seems crazy, and yeah, time is just flying by. So in my first few weeks of classes, I was really on top of things. I was really good with studying, like a little bit every day, and I want to get back into that. The last few weeks, I've just been feeling very kind of burnt out really with studying. I think I pushed myself really hard for my finals for last semester, and I just need some time to like recuperate after that. I took the last 2 weeks pretty easily. I wasn't studying so much after classes, and now I'm just ready to get back into it. You know, the weather is changing, it's cooling down again, which personally I love for studying. So this semester I have some really interesting classes. I have, you know, like normal physiology. I also have neurophysiology. I have chirurgie, which is like surgeries. So for that class, I have practical things, what we do as physios after somebody has a surgery, and then we just learn about different injuries and stuff, which people would require surgeries and therefore a physiotherapist afterwards. And then I also have osteopathy, which is the same thing. I have a more theoretical class just over bones, and then another like sort of theoretical but also practical class to go with it. What else do I have? I also have Bindegewebsmassage, which is connective tissue massage, which is really interesting. I also have anatomy from the internal organs, which is really exciting. I think just in general, my second semester is a lot more interesting than the first, I will say. The first semester is just so many muscles, and that was really it. A lot of muscles, and then like practical exercises to do with patients and stuff. This semester has a lot more variety in it, which is exciting. It also makes it more enjoyable to study for these things. So right now I'm just gonna pop on a playlist from Spotify. I'm trying to find some new Spotify playlists for studying, so if you have any recommendations, leave them down below in the comments. And then I think I'm going to just start with some flashcards from Anki. So I do use Anki for basically all of my studying. It was so helpful last semester, and I'm just gonna continue to use it. So let's get into it. Alright, so I have been studying for probably like half an hour or so. It's almost 5 o'clock and it's already getting dark. I can't believe how dark it is right now. It seems like, I mean, yes, there was time change this weekend, but it just seems like a couple weeks ago was summer, and now it's like winter already. But it is November 1st today, actually, and I was listening to Christmas music already. It just kind of came on and I didn't skip over it. I was enjoying the Christmas spirit. So, you know, at least there's something to look forward to coming up. So I did study my physiology and also some internal organs. I think I'm gonna go back and study more muscles, and also, what else should I study? Probably should study some of like the surgery, chirurgie, and maybe some of the other one. I'm just gonna study like a little bit from each class that I have. I'm taking a bit of a break now. I made myself a little smoothie, and yeah, just gonna watch some motivational vlogs. There's this one other YouTuber, Brianna, Her name's Brianna. Anyways, she makes really good study vlogs. I like to watch those kinds of vlogs during my study breaks because then it gets me like encouraged and motivated to continue afterwards again. So that's my plan for the next half hour or so. Welcome everybody to the next day. So it's cold outside. It's also pitch black already. It's only 6 o'clock right now, but I don't know. It is so dark, and I mean winter is definitely here. It is November. I have my hot beverage trying to keep warm, and I hope that I can find some motivation to study tonight. So definitely with time change, with it being so dark so early, I have just been like really exhausted and not as motivated as I want to be. I think I just need to find my new sense of motivation, my new like study aesthetic, I guess, to help me get motivated. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but honestly, you guys, if you make your studying appealing to you, you're more likely to study. And so now is the season for hot beverages, candles, cozy blankets, cozy warm sweaters, and maybe some Christmas music or just nice music in general. And I think that is the key to studying in the wintertime. So tonight definitely I'm going to light up some candles, put on some comfy clothes, and we're gonna try. So my classes today, they ended around 4:30 or so, and then I came home, and you know, for the last hour I've just been kind of like relaxing. But one thing that I'm starting to think about is, what do I want to get my husband for Christmas? And I have no idea, so I need your guys' help. If you have any ideas on what to get your significant other for Christmas that isn't expensive, please let me know. I need some help here. This whole thing actually started yesterday. Yesterday I was also looking online thinking, what can I get my husband? Like I asked him, he says, you know, he doesn't really need anything and he doesn't know what he wants. I've tried being forward and asking, but he just has no idea. I have no idea. I need to get him something. So please help me out and leave down in the comments anything that you would suggest as like a solid, good gift that anybody would like, and that, you know, that a man would like. When my husband does get home, we're gonna make pizzas together, his request, and then I'm gonna start studying. So let's get into it. Alright everybody, so I have been working on making some flashcards. It was kind of my goal to finish at least one subject, getting up to date with the flashcards. We just had that subject today and we went through quite a bit of material, so I actually hadn't made any flashcards yet for that subject, so I did start at lunch, like during my lunch break today, and just finishing it up now. It's really nice, this one teacher's script, or like just notes in English, because it's very like organized and separated, easy to learn, easy to split up into flashcards. You know, that makes a big difference if it's like in point form, you know, just the basic information of what we need to know. And like last semester, my neuroanatomy course, oh, the notes were so complicated. Even the Germans in my class were saying that it was written overly complicated, and then to like put that into like point form or split that up into flashcards was really difficult. So I'm actually really thankful because all of my classes so far are very nice, easy to learn, not so complicated. So very thankful about that. It makes studying so much easier. Welcome back, everybody. Friday night we are having an evening in. I think we're gonna play some card games. What is it called, the one you want to play?
The game I want to play with you?
Yeah.
Biberbande.
Biberbande?
Yeah.
What is that in English?
Beaver grew.
Beaver grew?
Yeah, like a crew or like
a crew.
Like click.
A crew.
Yeah, a crew.
A beaver crew is what he wants to play. And I think we're just gonna drink some tea, hot cocoa. I just made like a really easy, basic, quick dinner. Yeah, feeling kind of low energy right now. So my plans for the weekend are primarily to get ahead with my studying, or rather just to like get caught up. I feel like because I haven't been studying as much the last few weeks, and next week it's classes as usual, you know, with Abfragen, which means if your name is called, you have to answer questions in front of the class, and I really do need to be prepared for that because the things that are going to be asked in next week's classes, I haven't started studying yet. So definitely for those two subjects, which is anatomy from the internal organs and just allgemein movement anatomy, so you know, muscles and bones, I definitely need to study those, so I am good and prepared for the possibility of being quizzed. The good thing is that because I was working on doing flashcards last night, I'm actually pretty well caught up with flashcards. I think tonight I'm just going to make the rest of them get like totally caught up, and then probably tomorrow I'm gonna start actually studying. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It is now Saturday. We completed the week. Very happy about that. So this morning I had a really slow morning. I did a workout. I just got out of the shower, and yeah, I'm like ready to get my day like officially started. It's like early afternoon, let's be honest. It's not morning anymore, but that's okay. I think weekends are great for resting, and I think as students it's definitely important to take breaks, to rest, to recuperate your mind. So I made sure that I did that this morning, but this afternoon I'm gonna be studying and probably making more flashcards. So I forgot to tell you guys before, but actually one of my classes that I think is probably one of the most interesting classes that I have this semester is called Bewegungs- und Trainingslehre, and that's basically like movement and training education. And the teacher that we have, actually runs their own praxis, and just the whole class is filled with stories explaining the science and education behind what we're learning, and it's so interesting. So if you don't know, probably like a year or so ago, my channel was definitely more fitness based, but I decided to change it because I felt like I wasn't educated enough to actually give the information. Of course, I did research, but I just thought that there were other content creators that were doing it much better. Like Natasha Ocean, her videos are amazing. I feel like if you want information about like fitness and that kind of thing, then get it from the source rather than just somebody regurgitating the information. But now that I'm actually learning about this stuff, I find it so interesting. Yesterday, Friday, one of the things this teacher was explaining to us is that how weight is very unreliable to determine somebody's health. And he was talking about, for example, he had one patient who had a really big belly and they couldn't carry the weight of it. It was literally dragging them down. And so apparently this patient came in because they didn't have full range of motion in their neck. They couldn't turn their head the whole way. And so then I guess what this person did is stabilized or held up this person's stomach. I don't know if he put it on a table or what, but he basically just put that weight off of the person and then just magically, oh, I can actually move my head now. And then he gave us this other example of a sumo wrestler that, I don't know where he met this guy. He said it was at some conference, and this sumo wrestler was well over 200 kilos, but he had so much muscle that it was like a completely different story. So this sumo wrestler weighed way more than this other patient, but could actually handle that weight, how do I explain that? His body composition was just built completely different. And he said that this huge guy did a backflip to show off. And I just think that's crazy, over 200 kilos, able to do a backflip. I'm just so curious then about that person's body composition, and yeah, it's just very interesting. So I know before in my videos I was talking about how I did want to lose weight, and I have a bit. I've definitely gotten a lot healthier in the last year, but weight itself is an inconsistent form of measuring health. And just this one instructor's stories about it really clarified that for me, and it was very interesting, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. Another story that they told us is once they got several yoga instructors, they were all very fit, very slim, very flexible, and they all had lower back pain. And it's because, they could move and stuff, but they didn't have the right type of muscles. So apparently they could hold a plank for a very long time, but once you add resistance or any weight to it, they wouldn't be able to do that. And so, I don't know, this one class is just so interesting, and I'm really happy. I'm learning so much, and I'm happy that I chose this Ausbildung, and I think it's just very interesting. That being said, I think I'm going to end today's vlog, get it edited and up for you guys, and start studying. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, if you are interested at all in physiotherapy, living abroad, moving to Germany, then make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on a video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!